Hey everybody, and welcome back to They Said What, where we talk about all of the celebrity gossip we covered on Mama's Uncut. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to discuss some stories?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get to it. What do we think about the cancellation of Counting On following Josh Duggar's arrest?
From Lisa.
So I am in 100% support of this. And I think it's really interesting what one of his sisters said about this. And so Ginger and her husband were the first people to issue a statement following the announcement that their show was going to be canceled. And she said, "We wholeheartedly agree with TLC's decision to not renew Counting On and are excited for the next chapter in our lives. We'd like to thank our fans, friends, and the amazing film crew who have shown us love and support." I will say, when it comes to Ginger, she's one of the more, I guess, defiant Duggars. She kind of does her own thing. She moved away from the family. Yes.
Yes.
She lives in LA with her growing family, and they were always the first people to speak out against Josh too when like all of this started happening. But I have to admit, I think I'm a little surprised TLC made this decision because, one, this is not the first time Josh Duggar has been in the media for something that is not okay, and they kept the show going.
The first time he was charged criminally.
That's true. That is
right. And like, while they should have done it the first time, just at a pure ethics level,
yes.
Like the fact that they didn't, you can't let criminal charges and indictments go. Like,
right.
Especially federal ones. They're serious.
I know. For kiddie porn? Yes, very serious.
Yikes. Well, it's just like I'm weirded out that they let things go on as long as they did, but at the same time, I know that was their, the golden age.
Absolutely. It brought in the money.
They were trying to balance the money and the ethics of it, and it's a big corporation, so obviously the money won out for a while as long as the public outcry wasn't big enough. But I think it's time for them all to kind of move on to more normal lives. And granted, a lot of them probably had a lot invested in this, and their brother has ruined that when they may have even been victims of his. Yeah. So part of me doesn't love that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I imagine what will happen with TLC is they might, with the more decent members of the family, they might do something with them going forward. I don't think they're going to let the family go.
Kind of what Counting On was, they
had
19 kids and counting, and then the whole molestation scandal came out. They changed to Counting On, where it was just the older sisters who were starting to get pregnant and start their own families.
But didn't Josh's wife appear in it sometimes? Wasn't that?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. The only person who wasn't allowed on it was Josh.
Yeah.
But I think it scares me that I don't know, because there's so many younger members of this family, and for me, I think it was a disservice to them because now their lives are kind of ruined before they even started, and it's all because the parents made the decision that even after like so many things came out of the woodwork, they continued to put their family on TV. Yeah. And I think that just really rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's like Kate plus 8, right? So you had John and Kate plus 8, and there came a point where the kids began to speak out about not wanting to be on TV anymore. Yeah. And Kate was like, "Don't care. We're doing it anyway because that's how we make our money."
Yeah.
And, Kate is running around getting tummy tucks and plastic surgery and, rolling in whatever money she's got. And in the background, you're just hurting the kids. And so I look at this and you hear not just the stories about Josh, but the stories about Jim Bob, the dad, and like, what a tyrant he is. What?
A lot of things that feel weird.
A lot of things that feel weird, right? And like, the first time that Josh gets accused of this, his reaction was appalling.
Yeah.
And so incredibly accepting of that. Like, I get accepting your son for who he
Not your
is,
daughters.
but you can't accept the behavior. Well, he didn't do anything for the daughters.
I know, but that's the thing. Your daughters were affected
I
more
know.
than he was.
Yeah, totally. I
Blows
mean,
my mind.
yeah, totally blows my mind. So like, there's something very wrong and off in that family to begin with, at least on the men's side of the house.
Yeah, I just hope that, you know, they do just go on and kind of raise their family
Yeah.
in an acceptable way, and then just kind of, you know, be normal and just do their thing.
I don't know if the older ones can at this point.
I know.
Like, I mean, this hasn't happened to the Kardashians yet. Like, their children haven't revolted.
No.
They also have different income sources, and they could, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. All right, guys, don't forget to send in your anonymous questions. Thanks.